welcome back to Hello Nigeria, this beautiful International Women's Day. I told you, you would get tired of hearing it today because we'll keep saying it and speaking about it and tweeting about it. But tonight, or rather right now, we're not talking about International Women's Day. We're talking about a movie that's coming to cinemas shortly, and we have an amazing cast and crew with me here on set. By my immediate left, I have someone who is not a stranger to you on Hello Nigeria. He's been here more than once, and I think we should give him an ID card and a tag to be a staff. He is the city director of the film 48 Hours Film Project. His name is Ike Nnaebue, but popularly call him Ike. Thank you so much for joining us.
Ike Nnaebue.
Ike Nnaebue. It's good to have you again.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be here for like how many times? Is it like 1 million?
2 fingers in the air.
Good to have you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And on his left, we have the popular Nigerian writer, director, filmmaker joining us here. Her name is Uche Jombo. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I would like to say this is my first time here.
Yes, it's your very first time. Your very first time. We're very
right?
excited. What a day to have you on International Women's Day.
Yes.
And by her left, we have the British-Nigerian actor, director, filmmaker as well, Kalu Ikeogwe. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It does seem that when you become an actor, you find a way of delving into other things. So you delve into writing, directing, filmmaking. So I think I'll start with you, Uche. Tell us about how the journey evolved. Did you start with writing or did you start with acting? Because some people will tell you, oh, I started with directing first. But I found that in most cases, we have acting coming first and then other things coming thereafter.
In my case, that's exactly how it worked. I always say I'm an actor first and foremost. And of course, when I started, the jobs were not coming the way I wanted them. So I started writing and somewhere putting myself in the stories and getting people to take the stories and make them into films and, you know, provide myself with job, so to speak. That was how it started. And at a point, you write a script. By the time it's turned into a film, you almost don't recognize your story. And then it was disheartening at a point. I'm like, okay, I think I should stop selling my stories. And when I had an opportunity to be able to do my own film, there was no two ways about it. So I started putting my money where my mouth is, so to speak. That was some 10 years ago. And 3 years ago, I was pregnant, I was bored. I'm like, let me go to film school. And then I started directing. You see, that's how it works.
Very beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing. Now, I'm sharing these stories because earlier on the show, we talked about, you know, having mentors and having people share their stories because that way it finds a way to inspire you and encourage those who look forward to getting to where you are. So I'm going to ask you something similar, Kalu. How did you get into acting?
I think, unlike Uche, I was first a writer before I became an actor. And writing started from when I was maybe about 7 or thereabouts.
Wow.
So, largely because I think I recognized earlier on that my gift is to be a storyteller. So I went from, I had the opportunity to express that through voice and through visuals, let's say being acting, which I never thought I would be, because I was not the typical actor. It was like,
I remember your first.
I actually want to hear that story.
like just unconventional. Well, she'll tell you herself. I'm not going to tell that. But the most surprising gifts happen in the most surprising packages. And so, be that as it may, like Uche, I'm a storyteller. I don't know how I've delved into producing before and stuff, but you know, the time comes, especially as you get older, you want to leave something of a legacy, and you want to leave something, a footprint for the younger ones to follow. And most of the times that entails, you know what your vision is for the coming generation. You know what your vision is for the country around you, especially your people who you feel very passionate about. And so you seek to take more control of what output you want to put out there. So at least the younger ones will have something to follow. Because take it or leave it, with the good comes the bad. There are so many charlatans out there for whom the art isn't very important.
And for some of them, it's actually more of a way of becoming, I want to be famous. They don't understand that remuneration takes time.
Exactly.
And takes time for you to be able to build your profile.
I always have a problem when someone says to me, I want to be a star, as opposed to I want to be an actor.
Yes.
You know, I always have a problem with that. And I always ask, which do you want to? Because it's important. If you want to be an actor, then we can talk. If you want to be a star, I don't have control over that.
Brilliant. So if you're out there thinking you want to be a star, maybe you need to check your motive again. If you're out there because you want to become popular, that's why you're entering the entertainment industry, then you need to weigh your ideas, weigh your beliefs and your motive for doing what you want to do. And you might need to take some steps back, take several seats back and ask advice from these people. It's not easy, and the money that you think will come doesn't come initially. It takes a while. Now, there's something that I'm a passionate advocate of, is the fact that why be one thing when I can be many things? From speaking with the both of you, you're writers, you're actors, you're directors, you're producers, you're basically storytellers. Ike, you wear several hats. You know, and you've even delved into acting. You write, you direct. You know. Oh, wow.
Wait.
Okay, how bad was the acting? I can see you coughing.
Okay, don't worry.
No, maybe I should ask him. How bad was the acting? How bad was his acting?
He will continue doing waka pass in his films.
It's okay.
Well, actually, in the movie we're about to the what shirt I'm wearing, I went through.
I remember. That's his role.
So I
want to be a governor of
he went a step further.
And then he's like,
oh yeah.
Uche.
Oh, you saw that bit.
Yes.
So that means you're acting.
I will not say anything.
You know what?
When I was saying
let's
something,
say he's a better director
than he is an actor.
He's a brilliant director. I'll give him that.
All right.
Let's
so
not
director,
talk about.
tell us about this movie coming out, Dr. Makeup.
can I say something before I tell you about
No.
No, let's just talk about
Answer the
Stick to your
question.
strong points.
I don't want to defend the acting.
Stick
I'll
to your
just say
strong
to
points.
Uche that
Directing.
there's no problem. A time will come again when the actor that is cast for a role
Who disappoints
doesn't
her.
show up and we're
then she will
shooting and
leave
it's
you.
midnight. And then Uche will be like, but Flo is an actor now. Give him costume.
I swear.
Don't worry.
So quickly tell us about the movie.
Dr. Beckham it's an amazing, well, everybody says this film is amazing, you know, so, but it's actually an interesting film. A lot of people have said that it's very timely because it's coming out at this time, which is election, you know, year. People are prepping for the election and everything. So it's a film that tells a story about a doctor who lives in the US, but decides to come back to Nigeria to vie for a position of governorship in his state. And then he comes with this American mindset of what, you know, what politics would be like. But then he meets a totally different
ball game
scenario, you know, and then how he battles that and how he navigates his way, you know, through all that issue, all that, you know, madness.
Okay, so basically he came back and he met a shocker.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so maybe very quickly, tell us about the characters you both play.
I played like a woman leader, and she's her character is just one of those that call it the way it is. You know, you want to get this done. This is what you need to do to get it done.
Bags of rice.
Fortunately for her, she's speaking with Dr. Akagom.
For those of you who don't know what Akagom is someone who is very stingy, tight.
If you don't know what Akagom means, watch the film, you will understand it better.
You know, and I had fun. Let's just say I had fun with the character. And I think when people go to cinema from 16th of March to watch this film, they will agree with me that it was a fun role.
Very interesting. I like that you mentioned that you were a female leader. And more important, in 2018, we're pushing for more participation of women in politics, pressing for progress. We want to see women on the international scene. We want to see them making the decisions. We don't want people to say, oh, because she's a woman, let's represent women. But they're women who have merit, women who can do these things. I want to see them actively participating in this. All right? Thank you so much for joining us. So we're looking to see the movie on the 16th
of March.
Of March.
Next week Friday.
Next week Friday. In all cinemas, not the premiere,
the opening. It's opening nationwide.
Okay.
All cinemas.
All right. In one line or in one word, tell us, Kalu, what feeling do you think people will take out of the cinema when they go to see this movie?
Well, I'm sure they'll have a good laugh and a good lesson and see idiocy at its peak, on both sides of the pond, if I may use that word. Yes, you roped in it as well. It's not just Dr. Mekam.
Okay, I actually can't wait to see this movie because I've seen both of you in a movie before, and two of you made me not want to marry. It was a scary movie.
Oh, damn it.
No. So hopefully this would take away that taste and that memory. We've been speaking with the cast and the crew of Dr. Mekam, the movie. Thank you so much for joining us. How can they follow you on Instagram, the movie page?
The movie page is Dr. Mekam, the movie.
All right, at Dr. Mekam, the movie, to find out more information about the cast, the crew, when it's dropping, and how you can probably get to win tickets to see the movie. Now, a while ago, Ayo and I had the privilege of speaking with one of Nigeria's leading women. Her name is Tara Fela-Durotoye. She's a lead makeup artist, one of the pioneers of makeup. It's a throwback interview we had a while ago. We hope you enjoy it as much as we did. Enjoy the video of Tara Fela-Durotoye. When we come back, we're wrapping up the show. This is still Hello Nigeria. We'll be right back.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.